A warm welcome. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Let's start on a light note. When the Bee Gees released the song "Staying Alive," you're probably 9 years old then. What was your taste in music like when you were a kid?
First, I need to tell you that I was orientated in exactly in that direction. It was ABBA, it was Bee Gees, and I need to tell you that even today, for the work I'm doing, it is staying alive. Always for a whisker you are surviving. It is very thin light between succeeding and failing in sport like football. 1978, I would not remember from the point of music I have listened that time as a kid, but I would remember from the point that 1978, from my personal perspective, was the year when I was first time in my life hearing about a country called Uganda. I was watching your boxers from the World Boxing Championship in Belgrade that time. Uganda was third force in the world from the point of sport and boxing in that case, and it was an amazing feeling being with my father as a small kid watching that, because I have seen that Ugandans are people with very big heart, and this story that has gone that president that time told them, if judges are cheating you, you have only one way, knock out them, and that is the way. So I have really remember Uganda from that point, that time, 1978.
Fantastic. Let's get into business now. What was your highlight from the just concluded Afcon 2017 qualifiers? What was your highlight?
I need to tell you something, that this has been a span of 14 months. It has not been a bed of roses for us. It has been a hard work, sleepless nights, hard working days. I want to give the credit to everyone, fearing that I will not forget someone. I will just tell to everyone, because everyone who has been inside knows very well what has been done. In that regard, I would say it has. We started in June 2015 against Botswana. We brought Gambia here in advance, preparing after successfully beating away Nigeria in March 2015. We brought Gambia here in order to get the test of competitive game. It has been wonderful with that. We played 1-1, and it gives us where we are, because end of the season, June, you never know in a way in what form up the players. So it was important to play the friendly match. Then we went in competitive match. It was a match that first half we didn't play well, second half we improved. We won that game in a fashion that has shown us that we are material to go to the Africa Cup of Nations.
All right.
Second game against Comoros was a crucial and decisive game to get the points in a away game where usually we are not good travelers. We won that game with highlight being saved penalty and top-class goal of Tony Maweje. We won that game, and this has been the hardest match we played in these qualifiers, from the point of crowd, weather, field itself, very good opponent, and we won that game.
Can you say that was your highlight?
Highlight in any way. However, in negative way, highlight was that we have been denied to have equal chances, the same like our competitors, Burkina Faso, to travel to Burkina Faso with chartered flight. We have shown against Togo that we are capable of going and getting the good result away. We went with commercial flight. We were losing match from penalty. It happened what happened. We came back. We played very well, created many chances. We didn't score the goal. And before those two matches, I told we need 7 points to qualify. It was not easy to enter the last two matches in Francistown against Botswana to win, and Comoros to win, and to get those important 6 points and qualify. However, make or break match was in Botswana, where we won that game and shown that we are having document. Stamp was yesterday. I'm very proud of that, and highlight of all these qualifiers was an unbelievable spirit that we have provided from the point of FIFA, that we have taken off all the aspect from the administrative, organizational, managerial aspect, financial aspect. We have really tried to cover all the angles that before have possibly been our problems. Then inside spirit with the team was in total determination, mad desire to finally to break the jinx and to qualify, and I believe it paid us off. My highlights was the spirit that we had throughout.
Talking about spirit, many people don't know this or don't know what happens behind the scenes in the dressing room. Who would you say was the funniest player in camp, or a player who lifted others, who made his teammates laugh?
Look, in a way, if I go back, every time we are producing that someone comes up. But highlight before this match was when in last training at Nambole Friday, we had, when you see Ivan Tege with his athletic body comes and celebrates the goal the same like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes.
All of us, we were falling down because it has been a top class approach in a way to make us laugh.
Now we have qualified. It has finally sunk in. Now going forward, do you think we will be competitive when we get to Gabon in 2017?
I have been brought here to do the job to qualify the country. I need to tell you, nobody didn't believe that 2015, after that symposium, we have put a technical master plan with phases that nobody didn't listen, it didn't understood, but now maybe they will understand one day, because when we finish that road, and one day when I say goodbye to my Uganda, I will put a book out and people will know deep inside things. Up to now, believe me or not, I have yesterday, when I brought back from this last match material, I have told as me papers that are witness of time in a way what we have exactly done, each detail of the training, of programs, of everything. And I need to tell you, I belong to the people that work having in mind that my president is FIFA instructor, and that I have learned a lot from him, but also I taught him a lot, having in mind my experience in 50 African countries, working in 6. And strategic partnership we have established with other countries. I guarantee to Ugandans, we don't know how good we are, because this is now not in small boys game. Now it is big man game. Now it is not saloon car that moves in town. It is a Formula 1 game that we are going for. One thing is for sure, we have prepared every detail. While fans were celebrating last night and whatever, personally, I have taken steps that already match in World Cup qualifiers against Ghana. We are playing with country that we shall present once we exchange the paperwork and confirm from West Africa, where we shall, same like we did last time before playing against Ghana 1-1 in Kumasi, we have camped in Niger. Now we have identified 2 countries where we are negotiating with them to have a camp to prepare ourselves well. Then when it comes to play Congo-Brazzaville in November, we shall have a situation of bringing also one team to play against us here, so that we are not having 1 but 2 matches in October, 2 matches in November. Sekafa Challenge Cup, where we shall try some new guys that are knocking on the door as a newcomers into the team, still development competition. And then we shall have a top class preparation where we are now looking. People were wondering why we are playing against Gabon last year, but people, they were not understanding that we have been visionary, and we played Gabon and we played Cameroon friendly. Why Cameroon? Cameroon has the only center of excellence in Cameroon, which we want to use in order to take our team there to prepare. This has been our strategic plan, because Chan has been warm up for this, what has happened now. Second, Gabon, we are going to play their competition. So we have intentionally brought them because we believed that we shall reach the time to qualify to Africa Cup of Nations. We shall be competitive, we shall be ready, we shall not be only participants. We are obliged to millions of our supporters. We have seen face language and body language of our people was unbelievable. All the sleepless nights and hard-working days, seeing how people are happy, they have been really worth to sacrifice, suffer and struggle in order to reach this point.
Now, Coach, you are on record quoting players who ply their trade, Ugandan players, who play their trade in Europe, like Brevis Mugabe and Melvin Lorenzen. Are these players going to feature in your plans going forward?
I need to tell you something. Amongst first people that I have been in contact after was Melvin Lorenzen, after we have won, because he has followed. Then Mugabe also during the evening. And additionally also Martin Mutumba contacted me from Sweden in any way. I could tell you that we are still following. There are some other players. For example, there is a player called Alex Chivomia in England and other players that we shall look at. If there is chance to bring them at Sekafa, to see them in 6 matches, whether they are good enough to give us the service, we would be very happy to check. However, door is open for everyone. There is a thinking that possibly chemistry could be a bit shaked or moved away from. I don't agree, because believe me, I know very well Melvin, how players have accepted
He
him.
blends in well with the team.
He blends very well, and players recognize the value inside him, and he also recognizes respect inside the players, and he respects here us. Also with Davis as player that without any word wanted, but club unfortunately stopped him. So we still count on them, but I need to tell you something, even not counting them. In history of Ugandan football, it was never such a competition, and I'm proud what we have provided in the last 3 years. People told me that before it has been guaranteed place. Let someone tell me that now place is guaranteed. That also people, last night I'm hearing one total nonsense. People are asking me why we are changing that much team, Nico Wadada. Do you know that some people that we are following the teams in Africa, we have compared that we are one of the most consistent team. We played match in Burkina Faso, coming to Kampala, we changed only one player. Shijuko out, Hassan Waswa in. We changed only one player going from Kampala to Francistown. 2 players because Guma had 2 yellow cards coming to this match yesterday. Meaning we are symbol of consistency. But in the same moment it will be unbelievable competitiveness with 3 players fighting for the places. But I will take purely on merit in respect to Ugandans, 23 chosen ones, heroes that will represent and be personification of genuine Ugandan spirit.
Okay, just quickly before you wind up, Coach, let's talk about the 2018 World Cup in Russia qualifiers. We're going to face Ghana and Congo Brazzaville before the year ends. What's your plan going forward?
Plan is already presented with the fact that we are preparing friendly matches before the World Cup. We have seen 2004 when Greece won European Championship. We have seen 2012 when Zambia won. We are obliged to enter in every match with clear intention to get the best possible result to win. Therefore, we respect Ghana, we respect Egypt, we respect Congo Brazzaville. We are entering in these matches with full competitive responsibilities. Very short period of time, but I guarantee to Uganda that we shall be ready for both matches, and we shall use these 2 matches as a bridge towards Africa Cup of Nations without forgetting that we are obliged to compete. We are dreaming of World Cup, and why not? If 2006 Togo went to the World Cup,
it's never impossible.
Possible is everything and impossible is nothing. This is a philosophy we are living on.
Thanks a lot, Coach. Thank you very much for having come on Newsnight. And I believe I'm not alone when I say you did the country proud, and we are grateful to you and the team. Someone was asking me before we came on here, what are your plans after Afcon? Will you still stay with us?
This is something what I will not answer. I would just say it was not in bed of roses. It's easy to be Micho now. It was hard to be Micho after all African Games, when they have come with placards wishing me to go and whatever, but I still stood, refusing to become the champion of Africa. Up to now, I am fully committed and dedicated, having contract until end of 2018 with Uganda. But interest is that much that human being is very hard to resist. But Ugandans need to know that I had chance 6 months before, and I refused, and hefty pay of $50,000 per month in order to achieve dream, because money will come. But if this dream went away from me, I would never forgive to myself. But I'm proud and happy and thank everyone that we have passed our dream through. With enthusiasm, improvisation, unbelievable patriotism, love of our supporters, and prayers of all Uganda, this was the key that opened us the door of Africa Cup of Nations.
Well, thank you very much, Coach. There you had it. He'll tell us, he'll take it step by step. I won't tell us if he'll leave us or he'll be staying with us. You never know what happens. Coach Micho, thanks very much for coming. And that was